5 disturbing videos from around the internet. Let's go.
In February of 2025, in a hospital somewhere in the Ukraine, a soldier was brought in with a mysterious illness, and none of the resident doctors could initially pinpoint what it could be. So one of his fellow comrades began to record to document his symptoms, with his main complaint being that he felt like he couldn't breathe. That is until, in the conversation, he explains
His face looked all swollen and shit as well.
that he was bitten by a stray cat 4 months prior, and with this newfound knowledge, it was clear that he had rabies. And with 4 months for this virus to mutate, he was basically a walking dead man, leaving the doctors feeling helpless. Take a look.
Глоточек сделай, глоточек.
Я не можу глоточек
А
сделати.
чого? Боїшся чи що? Зроби глоточек.
Добре? Тільки не треба
Що не
говорити нічого. Щас.
That's really fucking sad. I have a couple of questions though, like, what happens if he bites someone? And I thought that if you get bit by rabies, you're dead in like an hour. So how has he survived 4 months? And what the fuck has happened to him in them 4 months? Like, what the fuck? It's proper sad though, because I'm guessing I don't think that you can survive.
Я понял, давай, открой. Глоточек не надо багато. Все, тихо, сядь.
Андрій,
Фамилия, имя, отчество.
Фортун Андрій Васильович.
А?
Фортун Андрій Васильович.
А?
Що не дякую?
Задыхаешься?
Да, задышка идет. Ты меня уже мозгу, она просто...
Присядь. А чего ты задыхаешься?
Now it should be noted that rabies gives you the sense of hydrophobia, meaning fear of water. This is because drinking any liquid will result in painful spasms, because the virus accumulates in the salivary glands and it wants to be transmitted. And that's exactly how this poor man got infected. However, there is one procedure that rabies victims have found success in, and that's called the Milwaukee Protocol, where they put you in a medically induced coma in an attempt to protect your brain until your body can produce antibodies. And out of 70 attempts, this has only been successful 10 times. And even then, survivors required extensive rehabilitation and had long-lasting neurological issues, which is why rabies is the most deadly virus known to man.
Oh my god, that's scary. That is so scary.
In 2023, a Venezuelan drug trafficker named Ronaldo devised an intricate scheme to defraud his cartel superiors because he was tasked with transporting over $10 million in narcotics by boat. But when he arrived to the cartel with no narcotics, he explained how he was chased by the Coast Guard and had to dump everything in the ocean in order to get away. And due to his rank, they seemingly believed him. And while he was away, he returned to the dump site and retrieved all the narcotics and took them to a nearby Caribbean island, where he then gathered his men to sell it all and reap the benefits. That is until, according to sources, one of his henchmen told the cartel, and even after he changed his identity, they quickly found him, and in a cruel twist of fate, they tied him up to an anchor and drove him out into the deep ocean and dropped him. But that's not quite where the story ends, because Ronaldo didn't say anything in the video. In addition, the camera never pans out fully, and this led many to speculate that what if This was a way for Ronaldo to fake his own death, because after his change of identity didn't work, this would be the next best thing, and if the men were loyal to him, he could.
Nah, dog. That don't make no sense. Think about it, bro. If someone faked, look, how are you gonna fake the cartel killing you to the cartel? They're gonna know they didn't kill you if they didn't kill you. That's not fake, bro. He just weren't talking. He accepted his fate and he was hoping that God was gonna step in. Bro, don't fuck with the cartels, bro. Listen, oh my God, bro. Yeah, there's no way that was him faking it, because you can't fake someone doing something because they're gonna know that they didn't do that something that you're faking. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It's like, imagine you got a pet, yeah, and you feed your pet, and then 10 minutes later they're acting like you didn't feed them. But you know you fed them because you just did it. It's the same thing but backwards. You can't fake someone doing something if they didn't do it, because they'll know that they didn't do it. I'm sorry for going over that. I just realized I've explained it like 10 times, bro. My bad.
Could have bribed them to set
I'm just shocked. That is fucking crazy.
up the video and leave the anchor untied to him, and he could potentially be on some Caribbean island with no threat of the cartel looking for him anymore. But as it stands right now, he's considered no longer with us. The following video was emailed to me. However, it didn't come with a source, so it's impossible to validate. And in it, the person recording comes across an abandoned house in the middle of the woods when a baby's cries can be heard echoing through the woods. And it definitely seems like whoever's recording is reacting to it by cautiously approaching. But it seems the closer he gets, the further away it sounds. Take a look.
I don't think I'm approaching that, bro. In the middle of the woods, it's obviously at night because that's scary as shit. Oh, I'm not walking towards it, bro. I've seen too many horror movies. In this day and age, you don't need to walk towards it, bro. You can just fuck off and call the police, bro. That's not like, just, you don't even have to, you can walk just a safe distance away. You can keep an eye on it and call someone. There's no need to fucking walk into that building on your ones, on your Jack Jones. No way. Nah. Bro, it's so sketchy. I don't even want to go with the cameraman with the camera. Like, I don't even want to see going towards it, bro. Like, what the fuck is this person thinking? And the guy said the closer he got, the further it sounded. No, that's coming from in the house. And it's not getting further. Fucking hell, why is there even an abandoned house in the middle of the woods anyway? What the fuck?
Now, while disturbing, it's hard to say whether or not this is a prank or someone possibly trying to lure them in closer. But my theory would be that of the lyrebird, because these birds can mimic almost any sound that they hear. I'll play a short clip, and then you can give me your thoughts.
If any birds needed to go extinct, bro, bring back the dodo. Let's get rid of this fucking thing. What the fuck? Why the fuck why does it do that? Nah, man.
On January 22nd of 2023, Nasalia Alma was working out alone in her apartment building when she saw someone at the entrance that she thought she recognized, and he motioned over to her to let him in.
I think I've actually seen this one before. It was like a homeless guy, I think, and he came in the gym and he tried to grab her and that, and she managed to wrestle him down, and then she got out. Or did she get locked in? I can't remember, but from what I remember her being stronger than him. I remember thinking, yo, fucking hell, she should have just beat him down, bro. She could have.
And thinking that he just didn't have his key, she went ahead and opened the door for him, and he almost immediately attacked her. But with no one around to help her, she immediately went into defense mode, because what he didn't know.
I remember wrong. Now I remember. He wasn't homeless. He lived in her apartment building. Yeah, fuck. He might have just said that. My bad.
Is that Nasalia was an avid gym goer and extremely strong for her size. Using his weight, he managed to push her to the ground, where she put him in a headlock and dialed 911. The entire encounter was captured by security camera. Take a look. Thankfully, she managed to get away unscathed.
I remembered it totally wrong. Fucking hell, that's sketchy. What the fuck? Bro, there's some fucking really fucking sketchy people out there, man.
And as for the attacker, Xavier, he was quickly apprehended in less than 24 hours and charged with battery, false imprisonment, and kidnapping. And during his interrogation, he admitted he had sexual intentions because he thought she was pretty. As for Nasalia, she's currently a personal trainer for other women and hopes that sharing her story will inspire others to take self-defense classes and to never give up. On February 13th of 2017, two young girls were walking a historic trail in Indiana on their way to a predetermined pickup spot where one of their fathers would be there waiting. This is when they came across an old railway bridge, which is a common attraction for the locals. But as they began to cross it, they noticed that
I've heard this one before as well. I think if this is the one I remember, this is fucking sad. I think these girls got kidnapped and killed, but I think the case is solved now. I'm pretty sure the guy got found. But it was a long time. Maybe they might not have ever found the guy. I can't remember. But I remember this video.
they were being followed by a strange man. But with nowhere else to go, they pressed forward, quickening their pace. But he only seemed to be matching their pace. Feeling extremely uneasy, one of the girls began secretly recording to try to get the man on camera. However, Liberty and Abigail were never seen again. But this video would be key evidence in finding the attacker 5 years later. This video was hidden from the public as to not contaminate the case, but has recently been released in full. Here's that video.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
case itself struggled to get leads until September 2022, when a misfiled lead was found. This tip was brought by Richard Allen, who said he was there that day and saw the two girls. But due to a clerical error, he was marked as clear. The following month, he was charged with both murders. The video itself helped to verify parts of his story, and while incarcerated, he admitted to the crime over 60 times. In addition, a spent bullet casing helped put him behind bars for 130 years, which he is now trying to appeal. But what angers me most is that some people are still advocating for his innocence, and I honestly hope he gets what he deserves in jail. If you've made it...
Why are people still advocating for his innocence when he fucking admitted it? Oh my god. Bro, this compilation, bro, was actually stressful. This is the worst one we've reacted to, bro. Every single story was fucking insane. The least stressful one was the one where it was probably that bird in the woods making them weird noises, bro. But fuck me. Jesus, bro. What the fuck? Listen, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably react to more of these videos, but comment down below if there's anything else you want me to react to. I'll watch anything.